then I can give you my card.
I was gonna hang here and protest. Thank you.
Okay.
Because I think they should know how the police just assaulted someone, and that's the town manager in the blue.
Hey.
So
Watch your foot.
Don't hit my foot then,
I
lady.
didn't hit it.
What are you doing?
What are you talking?
crazy. We're at the town hall to protest because a different public official put their hands on us, and now this one is closing the door on his foot. Watch this next clip to see the reason why we're there in the first place.
Don't touch my Don't touch my
What's going on, guys, with the Ayer Town Hall? So we're going to redress our grievances to the administration here in the city after that behavior. I've spoken to my lawyer already. As soon as we got out of there, I did. I was waiting for Leroy. Excuse me. How you doing? Huh?
How you doing?
Good. You look like you're having a good day despite the rain.
Yeah, it just started drizzling now.
Keep out of the rain.
Believe me, I'm not gonna melt.
Where do you get cameras like that? Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Cameras.
Town clerks, town administrator, office of the town manager,
Oh yeah.
office of the select board.
So much of the time, cops think they're the only ones that
Can I help you?
Hi, yes, looking for the town manager, please, Carly.
He's in a meeting right now.
Oh, okay, do you know how long the meeting runs for?
We just started, so probably at least another hour. Do you have an appointment?
No, I just wanted to redress my grievances. I just had a police officer put their hands on my camera equipment.
Okay, did you file a complaint?
Oh, it was the deputy chief. She didn't want to.
Did you file a complaint?
How do we
Written
file a
complaint?
complaint? Yeah, how do we file a complaint against the deputy chief to the deputy
There's
chief?
complaint forms down
Yeah.
at the station.
So, but
And
if I
you
put my
can-
hands on a municipal employee,
So
then
we're
I
in
go
a
to
meeting.
jail.
We're in a meeting right
Yeah, I
now.
think I saw the meeting right over here.
The what?
It's just the meeting we saw when we first walked in, right?
It's not open to the public.
Let's see, here we see. Everybody who's joining this live stream. Here it is.
It's not open to the public.
Which one's the town administrator? The one with the blue sports coat?
It's not open to the public.
Sweet. Which one is he? The one with the blue sports coat?
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
sweet.
a town manager. So if you want to
Okay.
write in a complaint, then I can give you my card.
I was gonna hang here and protest. Thank you.
Okay.
Because I think they should know how the police just assaulted someone, and that's the town manager in the blue.
Hey.
So
Watch your foot.
Don't hit my foot then,
I
lady.
didn't hit it.
What are you doing?
What are you talking?
Look at that.
he was literally just standing, and he didn't go to even block the door. He was just standing there, and she shut the door on. I think because she saw him standing there, so she shut
Yeah.
it on him.
Look at it again, the disdain for the general public. How super aggressive.
He's just listen. This guy's just like literally standing and he's feeling, and then all of a sudden, I think she sees him standing there.
Right.
The door hit my foot, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He didn't. Oh my God, this is incredible.
Just one after the other. They all reflect that same amount of disdain and disregard for physical space. slamming the door on Police State Productions. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
She saw him standing there, so she shut the door on his foot. I get it. It's one thing if he's trying to like block the door, but for him to just stand there and her to look and see him that he's within the range of the door and then close it on him, that's unacceptable. Hi, ladies. Hey, can you tell me who is second in command to the town administrator?
We'll be the town manager first of all.
Town manager,
The
okay.
assistant town manager.
And who is that
That's
person?
Carly Antonellis that you were.
Oh, that was the lady that we were just speaking to. Okay.
Assistant town manager. Yep.
And who is next to her? I guess the town clerk would be. That'd probably be the Is the town clerk here? You're the town clerk. Excellent. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just.
That's okay.
So we had an unfortunate interaction with the deputy chief of police. So we came here to speak to the town manager. Obviously, he's in a meeting, so we're not going to go inside. But as she opened the door, my colleague here was standing, I guess, like within the swing range of the door. And I don't know if she noticed that he was within the closing perimeter of the door. So she closed the thing on him and whacked him with it. I understand if he's like putting his foot in front of the door to block it, but obviously that's not the case. It's all on film. So I was wondering what we do now. Obviously while they're incapacitated in that meeting, you're next in charge here. So I just figured, I'm trying to figure out why this is happening here in Ayer.
What is happening? That
Well, you got,
his foot got hit by a door?
well, no, so you have one police officer that is monitoring traffic, and he monologues to me for 5 minutes to tell me how important it is for people to obey the law, for him to enforce it, and then he drives recklessly. We go to the police station to file a complaint.
Oh, wait, a police officer.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So then we go to the police station to file a complaint about this police officer. The deputy chief comes out, and then she grabs my camera equipment. So then we come here to redress our grievances to both of those because the chief is nowhere to be found. And when we want to speak to the assistant town manager while waiting outside, the assistant town manager closes the door on him. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
Well, if you want to put something in writing, and then I can send it to the select board. I mean, I've never had.
Do you have contact information for the select people?
They have emails, yeah.
Perfect. Is that a select board meeting that's happening now, like, or were they?
No, I think that's a private meeting.
Okay, so
It's
they're.
not-
I'm just trying to figure out if they're available or if they're all in there.
Nope.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say, if you let me.
I am,
The
ma'am.
select board is they post their agendas. Sometimes there's private meetings held here that has nothing to do with the open meeting law. So I don't know what that is because I don't control the meeting room.
Right.
So, but it's not. I don't think there's any select board members in there.
Okay. Could I please have the names and contact information for the select people, please, Susan?
Sure. Do you want me to print it or do you want to go on the website?
It'd be great if you could print it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
And we're at the Ayer
Air Town Hall,
Town
1
Hall.
Main Street.
1 Main Street.
Everybody was calling that you guys were in town. That's for sure.
When you say everyone, who's everyone?
We've gotten about 5 phone calls letting us know that you guys were posting on YouTube today.
From who? Like
So you have quite a
police
following.
officers or?
Just random people, just to
Yeah.
let you know that. So I just want you guys to know whenever you're in an area, there's people that follow you online, and then they start calling all the local offices.
Oh, they should
But
act
this is-
appropriately then.
I just wanted you to know. There you
Yeah.
go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Definitely know.
So this is missions. This doesn't have anyone. Oh, that's Sean, Scott. No, okay, all right, perfect. All right, so we'll start looking up their information then. I have an extra phone here. The behavior in this town is that we've seen from some of these folks
Yeah.
is pretty incredible.
Yeah, the behavior is universal with many of the so-called public officials we've seen so far.
Hey, Leroy,
Yeah, police state.
check this out for a second. They called the language, right? So it said that they have called.
What's going on? Do you happen to be a select person?
No, unfortunately
He's a
not.
facilities director.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, right. Thanks for the super chats. Thank you for the banner. I'm new to the live here, so I don't quite have to see everything.
Planning board, insurance me where on the website? Damn, you seem upset by that. I'm being very nice to you. You don't have to like, I'm not gonna give you an attitude, you haven't given me one.
Okay.
Alright? I'm just trying to figure out if you could tell me where on here I go to find the page that you have here so I can click on these links. I know there's a select board, maybe if I type.
So at the top, boards and committees is probably the quickest way.
Maybe it looks, it might look different on a phone. Let's try this. Okay, I found that there's a sub menu. Parking board, parking commission, zoning appeals, all boards and committees. Is that where I go? That's all.
Right there.
About select. Okay, signing.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Help yourself. Thank you.
And you see, that's someone who respects a person's space and rights. Great job.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Susan.
Yeah, so Susan, she doesn't ask permission to get into the personal space, and that's what a good human being does.
Oh, they're messing with the flag.
So, that police officer, deputy chief of Ayer, she did the opposite of that. She should not have a job after today. She should be filing for unemployment and having any type of certification as a police officer stripped from her forever, everywhere, not just in Ayer, Massachusetts.
I'm just emailing the different folks here.
All right, so Josh is emailing the various people on this, the list, the selectmen list in Ayer, Massachusetts. And again, thanks everybody for joining me. And AFA and Police State Productions, King Charles, Sprinkles, Claudette. Thank you, KONK.
Let's take a look around while we're here. You know what's interesting? And Banana brings up an excellent point, is that meeting just started. And it took us about 10 minutes to get here.
Right, yeah,
So they called and they've received calls letting us know that they were coming, and maybe they just, because look, everyone's in a meeting.
All the doors are closed.
Everyone is in a meeting
Well,
here.
thanks about the quality. They're saying the quality is not good. Is there a way to change quality?
Not here. It's in your playback, so we can
Okay.
fix it later. But if it's lower quality now, it'll be higher quality in release.
All right. Yes. So.
All right.
Quality, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just taking another run through here. So they made a call immediately to avoid us.
Hello. How are you today? Oh my God, it's so refreshing to see a smile right now. That makes me feel better.
See her?
I'm having a really bad day. I found and I'm just venting. Can I tell you what's going on? Thank you. We found a police officer, and he was blocking the exit of a retail store, but he was just like doing like radar. So people are now driving around him onto the wrong side of the road, which can be dangerous, of course. So we just asked him why he was doing that, and he explained to us that he was there to make sure that he enforced the law, and any infraction is ticketable. We have to obey the law. And then he pulls out of there, and he doesn't use a directional, and he cuts off another car. So I'm like, well, that doesn't make much sense. You spend 5-minute monologuing about how all traffic laws need to be followed, and now you're breaking the same laws you're ticketing folks for. So we went to the PD. The deputy chief came out, and I tried to get a picture of her badge, and she literally put her hands on my stuff and pushed it away. So we waited for over an hour to speak to the chief, because before I'm gonna file lawsuits and write complaints, I'd like to talk about this and see if we could figure it out with words first. Give them the opportunities they certainly wouldn't give me if I put my hands on somebody. But we did that. No one came out. We waited for an hour. So we showed up here, and the assistant town manager, she told us that there was a meeting. So we went around, and we're standing at the door, and she opens the door, and my colleague here moves to the other side of me, so that way he's not blocking her. He kind of steps over to the right, and I don't know if it was on purpose, and she looked and saw that he was in the path of the door, but she immediately grabs the door and shuts it on him, hits him right in the side of the foot and the ankle. And then he moves his foot out of the way. He says, don't shut the door on me. Like, it's one thing if maybe he's blocking the door, but he wasn't. It's on camera. And I'm just like so dumbfounded and upset that this has happened to us in such a small town. You know? It's like super upsetting. And what do you think? Would you be upset if that happened to you?
I'd have to be in the situation to know how I feel.
We're just talking from one human to another. Just, if
I know you
were-
can't talk about your bosses. Like, that's
Yeah.
not what I'm asking you to throw someone under the bus. I'm just saying in that situation, randomly removing, it could be any place in America, like something like that happened to you guys. Like, you know what? You'd probably film it and send it to somebody like me if that happened to you guys. And then it would get millions of views. We just wanted everyone to be treated equally, and you guys had a nice smile, and I thought maybe if I told you my problems, I'd be less sad.
I hope you feel less sad.
I'm still just as sad, but at least a weight has been lifted. I'm talking about my feelings. Maybe better if I sit down. Can I come in and pull up a chair?
We can't allow.
Okay, all right.
You have
That's
a,
what I asked.
you have a
if you're
lollipop
around.
for him, maybe?
Let's talk about my feelings.
I come in peace.
I come.
Oh, this is the one you can record your own voices. Can I record a message in there? Like a nice one for you guys? Is that okay? No, I know how
we
to.
can
My
figure it out,
friend
yeah.
has one. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it a surprise. Hold on right here. I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to go around the corner.
This is gonna be
I'm gonna
good.
Go right here. I'm going to go right here.
And you do have a beautiful smile. And what's your role? What do you do here? Oh, hello. You have a beautiful smile too. I didn't even know you were there. Look at this. This is the happy office. What a beautiful contrast. And what are your names?
Okay.
Oh, never.
I did it.
hold
I
on.
did it.
You got it fast.
As that's an easy button. Ready?
I was assaulted by the Ayer Police Department, and your assistant town manager did the same thing to my friend. I'm glad that you guys smile and don't attack. Enjoy your day.
That was well done. That describes the moment and the experience today we've had.
You're smiling now.
I feel better now.
I'm glad.
I'll delete the message though because who knows? It's like I don't want.
Well, that's for people if we're busy.
Hello, come out. What are you doing, ladies? I need some services. I have bills to pay. Is this the tax office? What office am I in? I'm in the tax office? Oh, that's the worst. I don't want to pay bills, but they're so nice, but I'll pay them. Okay. See how that came out.
Hello? Hello? What are you doing, ladies? I need some services. I have bills to pay. Is this the tax office? What office am I in? I'm in the tax office. Oh, that's the worst. I don't want to pay bills, but they're so nice, but I'll pay them.
All right. I hope we could also help, and I hope you ladies have a great day. I really do. I'm not even being facetious. I do hope you have a great day.
Thanks, have a great day.
All right, bye now.
It's very sad.
All right. So, you notice, Josh, whenever we tell someone that something has happened that should not have been, that no one actually really asks why and what happened and
Right.
how can we help you?
Right.
How can we make it right?
Right.
They don't do that.
It's-
No
they-
one.
they-
This woman here, she slammed the door on you. She retreats, scurries away like a little rat
Hey, get on it.
to the so-called
Hey,
private
don't stop the
meeting,
door.
which may or may not be a private meeting, by the way.
That door's closed now. I think it was I think the town knew we were coming and they created a meeting. That's what I think. Let's go.
Right.
Oh, you know what?
Sue
I wanna
said-
go-
Sue
I wanna
said
go
they
talk to the
They got
vets.
lots of calls that we were here, so there was like the guardians of the Constitution are coming. The guardians of the Constitution are coming, like Paul Revere. But instead, they circle the wagons and make sure there is no transparency of government, and make sure that there's no one to really compassionately be supportive and helpful
Kids.
for what we are addressing the business of the government.
Oh, sorry, guys. I moved the camera because there's some kids coming through. That's not who I want to talk to. I want to talk to. Oh, the veterans office isn't up here.
To the Department of Social Community.
Hey, do you know where the veterans office is?
I do, guys. Can I, want me to bring you right over?
I didn't want to. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be great.
How are you guys doing today?
doing well. I mean, to be honest, I could do much better, but
It's okay. Josh,
yes.
good to see you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Alan, yeah,
a
I'm the
pleasure.
Director of Community and Economic Development.
Yeah, I wish.
How do you know him?
Josh and Anna?
Yeah.
Well, first, they visited my dear friends and fellow Lowellians at Lowell City Hall
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
I did.
And I did, and I happened to, I read the Lowell Sun, and and they did, and I watched that one of you guys, and yeah.
I was.
You know?
Well, I like this. Excellent.
Yes.
Very professional. We did not. I wish we
Right.
could say we had the same treatment at the police department.
Uh,
And we came here to redress our grievances. And the town manager was in a meeting. So we were at the window filming, and I guess the assistant town manager, she walked around, she opened the door. So when she came up behind him, he moved out of the way. So that way he's not blocking her space. She opens the door, and I don't know if she did it on purpose or if it was just absent-minded. I would rather hope it's that. She slams the door and whacks him in the foot before he can get out of the way. While we're here, I want to thank the veteran for his
Yes.
service.
And Mike DeTillian is our veterans agent, great guy.
Okay.
And he's in his office. He's here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It isn't, but I can show you where the office is. Just so you.
Oh, he's not here today.
Right. He's.
Okay, don't worry about it. I'll call him another
Let's
day.
double check.
Okay, yeah, let's double check.
This man is a great example.
Should be the town manager is what he should be.
A person working for the general public should act for the general public. This is
And they
an
put
example, right?
they put one of the most important offices in the back.
It's said here, historic New England historic town halls, always tight for space.
Right.
But Mike's a great guy, and I'll tell you, Mike really interacts with a lot of our veterans. You know, Ayer, Fort Devens was here
I know.
for 90 years. It's a military town. And the military.
A lot of vets, I know.
Hey, going back, World War I, Fort Devens, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm.
World
right
War
up.
II, they brought POWs through the streets of Ayer into Fort
Actually, let's go
Devens.
so you're not having to listen.
How
to
long
that.
have you worked here?
I've been serving the town of Ayer now for, I'm going on my 8th year.
I've never got that answer. Normally when I say, how long have you worked here? They say, oh, X many years. He says, I've been serving the citizens of Ayer. And that's what I mean, do you think that there'll be some recourse for what happened to us today? Do you think they'll do the right thing?
I do, because Ayer's a good town. And I'll tell you, our municipal government, it's good. We're very connected with our people here, and we are. And I want you, you're professionals in what you're doing, and I know you are.
And listen, if you've watched some of my stuff, I try to be very calm unless somebody does. And I'm telling you, we had this cop that was like blocking an exit, and he's like ticketing people, and he's like, everyone has to obey the law, but he doesn't use his signal. So we go to complain, and then I go to get the badge of the deputy chief. She, right where you are is where I am, and I go like this to look at her badge. And she grabs my camera equipment and she pushes it away, which is everything subjective, but not when it's on camera. So then she says that she didn't grab me, which is very interesting because you get 3 angles covering it. And then we just wanted to come here and redress our grievances. I do hope that, for the town, because this is what's going to happen, is all the good stuff that's being done on the 2nd floor is going to be overshadowed by some of the stuff that happened at the PD and then again on the 1st floor.
Well, I'm just disappointed. I don't get to meet Anna. I mean, come on.
She's in the chat.
Right now,
Do you want to talk? Wait, do you want to talk to Anna? I'm gonna call Anna for
You're
you.
good and all, but come on now.
I know Anna is the best. Let's call. I'm gonna call her right now so you can. Oh, she's dialing right now. Can we come in? Oh, thank you. I saw the key card, so I don't come in when there's like key cards and stuff.
We do it. So no, this is good. And I know that you guys, have been doing, I think, up in Drake
Yeah,
recently. Yeah.
Drake at PD do a really good job.
This is very good, guys. Very good. Yes.
Is Anna Banana in the chat?
Yeah, Anna has been here.
So why doesn't she answer my call?
Anna, are you still in the chat?
Anna.
Everyone's asking like banana. Where are you?
We asked for Anna.
Yeah.
Oh, here we
Who wants
go.
Anna?
I mean, not that, you guys.
Please leave your message.
Oh, she didn't. Can you believe that?
Where did you go?
Oh, yeah, she's calling me. Hey, Nanner.
Yes.
You're live, and we're here. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Alan.
Alan knew who I was, and he's like, I'm sorry, but I'm really, I kind of watch for Anna.
That's right.
So,
we're disappointed. I mean,
he's
the three guys
disappointed
are, but
you're.
It's not Anna.
He disappointed you're not here, so I just wanted to put you on the phone so you could say hi to him.
Oh, hi, Alan. I'll come back for you if you want.
Anna, that would make me happy. And again, you know, I'm a little disappointed that you're not here because these guys are all right, but you know, we want to meet Anna.
Decided to take a day off.
All right, hey, even you give her a day
Anna,
off.
absolutely.
There you go.
Okay, well, so Alan just wanted to say hi, so thank you for doing that for Alan.
Hi, Alan.
All right, Anna.
I'll come see you, okay?
All
All right, well, we're gonna hang up. That's the reason I stopped you today.
As well.
All right, bye.
Bye.
There it is.
That's great, Alan. What a pleasure to
You
meet
guys
you.
all
man.
work.
Yeah,
I want to shake your hand.
I very rarely do that, but you absolutely deserve it.
You're all here. You're good folks, and hey, we're all here. We love our towns and cities, and we love the people.
Oh, he's waiting to get some help. We'll sneak up
The thing
out
is,
of
you don't
here.
just say you love the people, Alan. You're
You do.
acting like you do. And
You
that's
do.
what everyone else says they do.
Yeah.
You know, but the actions-
Excellent job, Alan. Hey, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Be safe out there.
Thank you, sir. That gives me. I'm gonna have Anna come back and say hi to you. I'll tell you, Alan, you made me feel a little bit better about today. I was really upset, but I feel a little bit better. You as well, Alan. I feel a little bit better because why, Alan? Wow, makes me feel so good.
What was
And I'll
different? Were we different?
No.
Or was he different?
No,
He was different.
But listen,
He
and
was the same.
here's what happens, and it makes you emotional for a second because Leroy is. I've known Police Day Productions for years. I met him when he came to support me at a court date.
right.
I've known Leroy for months when he went to support me with Ridgefield, and we're all very close friends. And Leroy came over last night to crash so we could get up early tonight and go. And we wanted to watch a movie, so we watched The Patriot.
Yeah.
And it was so distinctive, kind of like the Civil War, where your countrymen are fighting countrymen. And when we thank a service member today, we see someone wearing a current uniform, and you forget the names and faces of those who gave this country liberty. I was at a library in New Hampshire the other day, and it said what each person who died in the Revolutionary War's position was. And next to one of the names, it said Pfeiffer, which is the little flute thing.
Oh, that's what the guy
Between
was
the
telling us?
between the ages of 8 and 13 is what a Pfeiffer was. Kids 13 years old dying to protect this country, right? And I feel like in 1775, when the shit's hitting the fan and everyone's bugging out and it's down to the last dollar on the field, right? It's someone like Alan who could step up, and it's really, it does. Usually I don't buy the shit that these public officials sell me, but Alan was not talking as a public official. He greeted us by name. He clearly watches the videos. You can feel that he was talking as a member of this community. He wanted to let us know that it was, so, I mean, if I'm gonna take Alan's word for it, I'll give him a little bit of credit, but too many people have paid a heavy price.
Absolutely.
So deputy chiefs standing at 2-foot shit can go around and start putting their hands on people's camera equipment.
Right. But he's the only person who has shared any interest in compassion and being a great ambassador of the community.
Alan's the hero today.
He's the hero of the day, Alan.
And he's not even in any leadership. He's not a cop. He has no real power. He is the hero today.
Right.
Susan, can I just pass on? Oh, I'm sorry, you're on the phone. Are you on a phone call?
I'm just texting my daughter.
Go ahead. I can wait. I'm so sorry. Listen,
That's all right. You caught me.
I'm
texting my kids.
No, I don't care.
I'm kidding.
I don't care. Like,
No,
I know that, kind of, you heard what was going on when we were coming in. No problem with you. You guys had smiles. You're very, very nice. That's what I was trying to tell you. Like,
Oh, no,
I don't know.
it's okay.
Listen, you have every right to kind of be like, what's going to happen? Like, you're wonderful. You guys are both very nice. Our issue's not with you. You're doing a great job. You gave me the stuff I needed. I forgot to
Oh,
take
yeah, I
it.
left it there if you want to take it.
Thank you. I would like to pass on to you because when I do complaints, as you can see, I take them very seriously. I don't often get to do commendations because I'm not in a position where we meet many folks that just blow us away. And besides you and Christina being very, very helpful, I know you're kind of standoffish at first, which you should be because you don't know what's going to happen. You got to but Alan, phenomenal. What a wonderful employee Alan is. What a great, great guy. Loves this town of Ayer. And Alan gave me a little bit of hope. And I know that You guys can't speak on what happened. You didn't see. I also know you work for the municipal government, so it's a rock and a hard place. You can't really comment on it, and you have your position. And it was nice to be treated with respect and concern for our feelings. Maybe not knowing the situation, but at least knowing how we felt. Because I am upset. You know what I mean? Like I make it a point not to put my hands on people.
Yeah.
And it was great for him to do that, and I appreciate you taking the time you took to give me the information that we
Okay, yeah.
needed.
Well, that's what the clerks do. We're Switzerland. We stay out of it.
Very neutral.
Yeah.
Did you hear what
Okay.
she said? She's Switzerland.
She's Switzerland.
Great country.
That's a first.
Not as great as U.S.
No, of course it's not. No country is.
just kidding.
Did you watch the movie The Patriot?
Oh yeah, I love that.
That's a good one, right? We
Yeah.
watched it last night, and Alan, when he was talking, reminded me of one of the guys in the beginning, where they're like, you know, he is a very down to earth. He's here for the citizens of Ayer, and it seems like not even as a town official. Like he's working in a public capacity, but it's directly for the people. That's very good to see.
Yeah.
Maybe things just got off to the wrong foot. I hope to. I did drop an email to them, the selectmen, select people. Hopefully they can get back to us.
Sure.
And we do appreciate your kindness, and I thank you. I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
And whatever movie the kids go to, I'm not sure how old they are, but if don't let them see Cocaine Bear.
No.
Don't let them see that.
I think it's more of a Barbie night.
Okay, great. Okay, good to know.
yeah.
Thank you. I accidentally came upon Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
Listen, the dumbest, and I should have, as like, you know, an educated person, been like, this is a terrible choice in cinema. I didn't, and it opens with this big, you know, kilos of.
Josh, meeting's over.
Oh, the kilos of cocaine fall from the sky from this airplane. The bear gets into it, and then he eats this lady. A leg goes flying, and then he's like, "Rah!" And then he sees a butterfly, and he's like, all cute. Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
hoping for a campy Barbie. Yes.
Yes, there is a Barbie movie out, isn't there?
So that's what they're.
Good. Well, I hope they enjoy
They
themselves.
have to finish their chores before they leave.
Good mama. Good mama. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome. Take care.
So the meeting's open. Meeting's over.
Meeting's over.
Are they still in there?
There's a blue shirt guy. They're gonna go out that door probably.
Is this door locked? I'll go around over here. Hello. I think things got off to a rough start. So, hello, sir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Things got off to a rough start, so I wanted to take a minute to speak to you.
Okay.
As one professional to another.
Sure.
I saw a police officer parked in an exit only.
Okay.
At a private business, and folks were driving around him to go on the opposite side to try and get out, and I just was like, hey man, you're kind of blocking an exit. What are you doing? He said, oh, I'm just doing, traffic stuff and giving people tickets. I need to obey the law.
Okay.
So then he pulls out of there, speeding, cuts off another car and doesn't use a directional. So we go to the police department to
Okay.
file a complaint. The
Okay.
deputy chief comes down
Yep.
and we explain what's going on. And I wanted to get a copy of her badge number. So I simply went like this to get a copy of her, get a picture of
After she
her
got
badge
my
number.
space to look at my badge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she then grabbed my camera equipment and pushed it away. And I told her, you can't just put your hands on somebody. You don't have that privilege. I'm not detained. I haven't committed a crime. You can't put your hands on somebody or their equipment. And she says, oh, I didn't. And then she admitted to doing it. Long story short, we asked to speak to the chief because this is a small town. I live in the area.
Yep.
The people from these towns have great love and respect for where they came from. It's a very close-knit community, and I know that, and you know that.
Yeah.
So instead of just filing a complaint and doing lawsuits, I just wanted to talk to the chief.
Okay.
She played gatekeeper, and even the dispatcher said every time he called up there to see if he could get the chief on the horn, she kept answering and saying, oh, I'm not coming down there, and I'll let him know. And she wouldn't pass it along. Waited about an hour, so finally we came here.
Yeah.
And we saw you were in a meeting there, so we were filming right from the window there. I think maybe it must have been an accident, but when this young lady came around, my friend stepped out of her way so the door could open. And then
Okay.
once she got inside, I want to say I hope it wasn't on purpose that she saw him standing there. She slams the door shut and it hits him on the side of the foot. Now, it's one thing if he's like sticking his foot in the door to keep it from closing,
Okay.
but it's very clear it's on camera, and then he moved, and so I'm hoping that was an accident.
Well, she got incredibly angry at him
Yeah.
as well, and
Yeah.
really
Okay.
like pulled the door very aggressively.
Because he, as you can see, he had to move out of her way for the door to open. So now he's in the path of the door, and she just. But that's
Okay.
a much lesser.
I'm not saying okay. I'm saying okay. I hear
Right,
what
you're following
saying.
along, and I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
you talking to us.
Yeah.
I would like to figure out, because I spoke to Alan upstairs.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
As a town and a municipality, and I'm sure you know this.
Yeah.
You're so lucky to have someone like Alan serving
Yeah.
this community, and he assured me that. Despite what I've seen, he didn't take a position on it because I don't want Alan to get in trouble. He didn't take a position
Yeah,
if
no.
what happens right around. But he said, he likes what we do, and he considers us professionals, and he loves this town, big military town. Fort Devens used to be here, and
Sure.
he had a good and great feeling that you, in your capacity as a great town manager, would help guide us through this.
Okay.
And that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to redress to a government we hear does a pretty good job.
Okay. So how can I help you?
So I'd like to figure out, like, obviously I would like to speak to the chief of police. I don't know if you can help set that up, the person that I want. Because then the dispatcher says to me, well, I keep calling the deputy chief and I can't go up there. Like, she's telling me he's not, what's he going to do?
Yeah.
So then I said, well, can I speak to someone else to make a complaint? And then he says, sure, we have Officer Niccolo here. Officer Niccolo is the original officer I came in to make a complaint about. So now I came to the Ayer PD to make a complaint about an officer. The person that came to take that complaint put their hands on my stuff. And then I want to make a complaint about that person, and the person that would take that complaint is the original person whom I was there to make a complaint about. It seemed pretty diluted, and I didn't
Okay.
know if maybe you could give me, because I don't want to just sue. I don't want to just but if I did that to you or to anyone else, I put my hands on someone, I'd be arrested.
So what I can do, I can take your complaint. I don't know if the chief is available right this moment because I don't know where he is. You know what I'm saying? But do you want to file a complaint? I can take your information.
Well, before that, I'd like to speak to him first. So what I'm asking you is, I know that he might not say, oh, it's the town manager. I was just wondering if you could, while we waited, maybe just call over to the PD and say, hey, they wanted to speak to you. They weren't able to speak to you. Do you think that they could maybe come chat with you while they're still in town? If he says no, he says no, but we couldn't get past the deputy chief.
Okay.
Maybe you could do that, because I don't want to just file complaints. I want to figure out, I want to have a discussion with somebody. I'm not that guy that just...
Okay. I mean, I can give the chief a call. I don't know if he's available.
Yeah, I understand he might not be.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking, if
Do
you
you
could do
want
that.
me to take I can also take a complaint.
Well,
from
let's
you?
see. If he's unable to talk to me, then yes, I will give a complaint. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Just give me a
Thank
minute.
you. And
I'll
what's
be
your
right
name,
back.
sir?
I'm Robert.
Robert?
Brand, the town manager.
It's a pleasure to
Yeah,
meet
nice
you.
to meet you.
Thanks so
Leroy,
much.
pleasure to
Hi,
meet you.
Leroy. How are you? And you're with...
Leroy Cliff Investigations, investigative journalist.
Okay. All right. How are you?
All right, yourself?
Good. All right.
Jennifer Bigelow, that was the deputy chief, right?
Yeah. Okay. If you just give me a moment, I just get to use the men's room real
Thank you.
quick.
Take your time. You had a long
Okay.
meeting. I
Yep.
appreciate your help. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
So, I mean, Alan did say he was a nice guy. So I'm trying to... See, I'm very angry. I'm very upset with what happened. And it's now happened. The original cop, he really seemed to take issue with you because you're dressed a little bit different. You got a shirt, you got a tie on,
Right.
you're not all tatted up like, I understand these guys with their tattoos and such giving me a hard time, but you have a suit. You probably back the blue. Why are you letting this happen? So he takes issue with you. The deputy chief puts her hands on my equipment, and then this lady slams her, and just...
Right.
And I'm gonna, if that door is still open, because it might be hard to have seen, we're gonna do a play-by-play.
Right.
I'm gonna show you
Let's do a
exactly
recreation-
how
a recreation
that
of what
happened. And hey, maybe it was an accident, but if we hurt somebody by accident, we say two simple words.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Not yelling.
He's seen something. He's sightseeing. He's off.
And by the way, Robert Pomprion is the town manager. So that's who we were just talking with.
I did the U.S. Post Office.
Oh, yeah? The thing is, you will know them by their fruits. So many people say, yes.
It could have been an accident. Carly, I was just saying, listen, I think maybe we got off to the wrong foot. Yeah, I think what happened was an accident with the whole foot in the door thing. Like he wasn't trying to block the door.
Yeah, he was.
I have it on
He
camera.
put his foot in the door. I couldn't close it. It was a closed meeting. It was open
Right, because
to
when you
public
walked
here.
in, he
But
stepped to the
just let me
side.
talk.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you're right. Go ahead.
Let me.
Absolutely.
So it was a closed meeting, not open to the public.
Right.
I tried to close the door after I came in. He put his foot in the door. I saw it. So I said, move. Because it was a closed meeting that you guys
Right.
interrupted.
Well, no, but we didn't try to go in.
How
I
did
stood.
we interrupt it? I don't understand that. We didn't go
He kept
in?
his foot on the door so I couldn't close it. That's interrupting.
But did you? What did you? So when you came around the corner, we were just standing at the glass. You know, what did you see that you thought made you think that we were going to go inside? I mean, we hadn't.
Because you followed me to the door and he stuck his foot in the door. That's
Okay.
what I thought.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you talking. I just want to figure it out. I think everyone's got a little bit of a resentment right now. I mean, certainly we do. We came in here very upset and
No, I understand you spoke with the town manager.
Yeah.
I'm right with you. He's making a call right now.
yeah.
I just didn't appreciate his foot in the door when he was trying to close it. It was intentionally blocked.
So I would say that he feels that so from my understanding is when you went to go in, he then moved because you were going in. So when he moves
Stuck his foot
and you
in the
close the door.
So I couldn't close the door.
Well, then
That's what
why?
happened.
If he did that intentionally to keep the door open, why would he immediately then move it?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
Because I think that more like if he wanted to keep
When I
that door
opened the
open.
and I couldn't. I looked down. His foot was blocking the door.
Do you think it could have been there just because he didn't have enough time to get out of the way? He's holding a camera and he wasn't
No,
paying
I don't think that
paying
at all.
attention.
Not at all.
I'm like so maybe I'm giving you
Okay,
the
like we can have different.
yeah. Well, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Block the door. It's over. It's done.
Well, I'm giving you the benefit of
Robert's
the
gonna be right with
Carly.
you, okay?
I see. I've been nothing but polite to you. I've not been rude whatsoever to you.
Right, same.
So my question is, what if maybe we just like maybe what it was like we're not jumping to conclusions. And I told him when I said maybe it was an accident. I didn't say she slammed the door on him. I saw it. Like I said maybe
It's on that
anything.
door anyway. It's like on a whatever. You know what I mean? It closes slowly. It's okay.
But
Put
the
his
thing
foot
is, you
there.
got very aggressive with him though. Instead of, regardless what happened, just saying, excuse me. But you got very aggressive and told him to get out of the way, and that was not okay. Not just unprofessional; it was mean. And look, she's just clammed up. No transparency, no compassion, no care.
We're gonna wait until Robert comes out. I just wanted to talk to her and see if maybe there was, you never know, maybe it's miscommunication. But I like to open the door for dialogue and see what folks have to say. Because I'm not always right, guys. Just most of the time. So Robert was kind enough to take our grievance, and he's going to see if he can somehow facilitate this. I'm okay with apology. I am. Things happen. I mean, listen, I know that. So town managers, I mean, I haven't did a FOIA request of the town manager here, but for example, Danvers, the guy's making $230,000, and he just gave himself a 30% raise. But most people don't ever go into civic duty because they're like, oh my God, the money in civic duty is just overwhelming. My mother's a teacher; she didn't make much, so I understand it's a tough job, and I just want to try and figure out. Especially really watching that movie yesterday. I really want to figure out there's two things where we could be in the middle.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert.
So, unfortunately, the chief is not available.
Okay.
I just called down to his office. So we have a couple of options.
Okay.
One is if you want to leave a complaint with me, and then I can follow up with you on the chief, but he's not available. I don't know where he is. Or I think when you were down at the police station in the lobby, I think there's a complaint form or something they have down there.
Yeah.
But I would be happy to take a the complaint from you and then follow up, which we
I
generally do.
appreciate it. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
And what I would like to do is I will just try and reach out to him on Monday.
Okay.
And see if he has more time to speak to us then.
Okay.
Or to me. And
Yeah.
then if we're not getting anywhere, I mean, then at that point, if I'm getting stonewalled, it's not like a schedule conflict.
Sure.
Then at that point, I'll do a complaint.
Okay. Do you want to leave any of your information with me to follow up with you, or do you want to?
No, I wouldn't really, don't think I would need to redress with you further
Okay.
unless I'm unable to speak to him.
Okay.
And at that point, I would file a complaint. I really do want to give him the benefit of the doubt to sit down and have a chat with me and maybe just wasn't a good day for or something.
Okay.
You know, I would like to give them that
Do
opportunity.
you want me to convey any contact information to him for you? How would he reach you? Do you want me to do that?
Oh,
Or-
sure. Sure.
I mean, would just, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it is, let me pause this right. At gmail.com.
All right, Brian Gill is the chief of police.
Gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
So he could contact you. This is a contact for you.
That's
Okay.
the one of the folks that does work for us. It's not my personal one. That's the best way to get through the spam blockers.
And your name? Or
Good citizen. Well, sad citizen today. Today I'm sad citizen. I'm usually good, Robert. Today I'm a little sad,
is
but
your
I know
last
you're...
name Citizen?
Yes, and my first name is Sad.
Today.
Today.
But it's sometimes good.
You know, I'm talking to you, Robert, and I'm feeling a little bit better.
All right. Okay.
So I'm better citizen
All right.
now.
So what I will do is I will give the chief's office just this message and this contact that you're looking to speak to him, and now they have a contact, by Monday. Yeah,
Perfect.
okay?
That'd be
Right.
great. Someone will get that email
That's
too.
something
They'll
as
forward it to
well.
me.
Yeah.
And why we went to the police station is there was a police officer blocking an egress and trying to, look at it, see who we can give tickets to. And when we spoke to him, he was not professional with us, and he ended up taking off like a bat out of hell out of there and did not use his direction signal coming into traffic. And he told us that he was waiting there to make sure people are following traffic laws. So he literally doesn't follow traffic laws, breaks them in front of us on recorded on 3 cameras. And so that's why we went there to the police station
Okay.
to not just get a complaint, but we wanted him to be ticketed. And then when we talked to
I'm just making these are just for my notes. For the,
and when we talked to the deputy chief,
Yeah.
that she had no interest in actually seeing the evidence. She said, well, we'll investigate it. Well, how can you investigate it if you don't have ask for the evidence that there's 3 men that are willing to offer you, 3 journalists right there. She had no interest in actually saying, oh, you're telling me one of my police officers, not just once, but twice, left a parking lot with no direction signal going into traffic, and she didn't bother to say, hey, I need to see the evidence, because if he did this, I gotta address it, and I'm going to hold him to the same standard that he would hold you, which he should be ticketed for that. We have the video evidence, it doesn't lie.
And that happened obviously this afternoon.
Right.
Yeah, about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, and that's what brought us to the police station in the first
And
place.
whereabouts? I'm just
He
curious.
was parked in the Family Dollar
Family
park.
Dollar parking
Down here.
Well, the interesting thing was normally if I see cops all the time not using directionals, and it is what it is, right? The cops, they think they're above the law sometimes, and they do what they do. However, the reason I wanted to go to the police station and file a complaint, and the reason I believe, because I'm going to put this in the video too, I have the whole interaction, is he monologued to us, Robert, for 5 minutes, explaining how he can park wherever he wants because it's very important to make sure that all the citizens obey all the rules of the road. And I said, if anyone doesn't obey the rules of the road, are you giving him a ticket? Yes. He said, yes, I'm giving him a ticket. And then he peels out of the parking lot and doesn't use his directional. So it's one thing if they just don't use it, but you want to monologue and preach to us for 5 minutes about how anyone should get a ticket and then do the same thing yourself. A place that's a small community like this, it certainly does put the police on a pretty big stage where it looks like they
Did you
think
get
that they're above
his
the law.
name or badge number?
Officer Nicolo.
Officer Nicolo.
Officer Nicola, he was in car 32 at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the Family Dollar parking lot.
Yes.
Okay.
He pulled into oncoming traffic, taking a left, and then the next time he did it, he pulled out of the police station, taking a right, and both times I caught it on camera.
All right. So what I will do is I will give this information to the chief in the chief's office, and we'll take it from there.
I appreciate it,
Anything
Robert.
else I can help you with?
Now listen, man, all I can do is, I've never met Alan before. And
Okay.
he's a phenomenal guy. And I am so lucky to have met him. And he
Okay.
told me that you do good work and I can trust you. So I'm taking a leap of faith. I'm doing something I never do, and I'm trusting in the government. And I'm going to try a different way and see if it works.
Okay.
So all I can do is take your word. You haven't shown me that that you're not doing a great job. So I take
No,
it
and
at
I
your
will
word.
convey this information to the chief.
Right, and
Thank
actions
you.
are the key. If you follow through, which we have we have a feeling you will.
Yeah.
But we meet politicians all over the place, and they know how to talk to the camera. They know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
And they'll say yes left and right, but they'll be like, bleep you in reality, and will not follow through. Because we want accountability, just like we would be held accountable, and for putting hands on people or personal equipment,
Yep.
and for breaking traffic laws. So we want you to make sure they're held accountable, because they are supposed to be the standard, and they can't be the standard unless they are actually following the laws that they are there to uphold.
And here's a great example. I want to show everyone something.
Yeah.
You didn't assault me. Serious question. Why didn't you? And then I just want to make sure that doesn't have personal information, because I'll blur it out if it did. But when I do this,
Yeah.
why didn't you put your hands on me?
Well, because we're having a conversation, but
And I wasn't aggressive, and I didn't break any laws.
Yeah.
You're not. So I did the same thing. I probably got a little bit closer to you just because I wanted to make a point. But you didn't put your hands on me. I just wanted to see, what your name is, like get a picture of it, and you didn't put your hands on me, and that was the proof. And I hope it works out, Robert. I really appreciate your time.
No,
today.
I do, and I will convey this to the chief, and I've got all of the information.
Thank you. I'm not going to shake your hand because my hand's sweaty
That's
from holding
okay.
this thing, so
All right.
I'll pound it.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay.
All right. Have
Thank
a
you,
good
Robert.
weekend.
All right, you too.
Okay. Take care.
See, Robert didn't put his hands on me whatsoever. I did this. I put my phone on his ID quite a bit, way closer than I did with
Right. Yeah, way closer
the
with the
cop.
police officer.
And she told us how you put your foot in the door. So I just wanna figure this out. I'm gonna put this right here because no, I know you got it on video. So I just
We're gonna recreate this.
we're gonna recreate this. So let me see if this looks good. Okay. So you're gonna be. Are you gonna be the lady? I'm gonna be you.
I'm gonna be me.
You're gonna be you.
Yeah, you be the lady.
Okay. All right.
So she's
Door originally closed. I'm standing here, so imagine Leroy here.
I thought she was
So
opening
I'm
the door, like
I'm
she-
gonna be the lady. So you'll go where you were. So excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Up, no, you can't go in there. There's a public meeting. You guys need to go back there now. Up. Get out of the way, sir.
Well, you
Yeah, but
were
don't put my
not
foot
nearly as mean as she was.
Okay, so let's do
Because
this.
she went like
So
this.
let's do this slow motion one more time. It was an accident. So we're gonna do this. She said I couldn't slam it. Let's do this one more time. Let's close the door one more time. All right, so I'm gonna go slow motion now. Now Leroy over there is me.
I've
So
got the camera.
okay, Leroy over there is me.
Hold the
He's
camera
filming.
here.
Now you can't see me, but I'm gonna walk around Police State Production. Excuse me. This is a private meeting. This is a private meeting. You can't come in. Private meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
What
And
are you
that-
doing?
You say you can't slam the door?
That's all. That's all that it was, guys. Right? Like we can literally show it to you. He went in behind her to take a picture, and and like I said, I said originally, I hope she did it by accident and not on purpose. However, I went in to ask her PSP.
Yeah.
And I said, could this have happened? And she goes, no, I saw he put his foot there, which leads me to believe she did do it on purpose.
Yeah, she did, and also her face literally turned into Satan.
Yeah,
There was profound anger.
But he's got the video. Let's
and
check out
malevolence.
PSP's video.
Yeah.
Wow, what a day we've had, and we haven't even gone down the street.
No,
Hasn't even
we've gone a few
been,
minutes down the road, and this is what we.
By the way, big announcement. AFA has something in 2 weeks.
What?
Can you guess what it is? Can everyone guess what it is? Who guesses it? Can someone guess it? What does he have in 2 weeks?
he
date?
has. No. You want a free trip to Hoboken, New Jersey?
My license.
Yeah, he's getting his license,
Yeah.
driver license. Yeah, man.
Not yet, but I will in 2
Well,
weeks.
here's the thing,
The only
ladies
thing
and
that's
gentlemen.
stopping me is an appointment at the registry.
Yep,
So,
but listeners, ladies and gentlemen, he does have his boating license, right?
and the state of Missouri.
The state of Missouri. So he
I do.
is actually almost kind of like a captain, unofficial captain in Missouri.
All right, let's watch it.
It's not open to the public. We're not the town administrator. It's not open to the public.
So we're just standing. Obviously, we have no intention of going in. We haven't touched the doorknob.
I just wanted to take a picture so I record who the people are in. So.
Yeah, because we're blocking the window. So he goes behind her to get a little picture. You can see.
Sister said, okay.
I think they should know how the police just assaulted someone, and that's the town manager and the police.
Hey, watch your foot.
Don't hit my foot, that lady.
I didn't hit it.
See?
Of course you just did. She said,
See, guys? So, I mean, listen. Cameras. You know who lies? Public officials.
public
You know who doesn't?
Who?
Cameras.
Yep.
Cameras.
He said, she said, and then there's the camera said. That's the key. New Leroy Truth bumper sticker. He said, she said, camera said, who you gonna believe? That's the official sticker there. Write that down, everybody. Beautiful building.
We'll catch you on the next one, and that's the reason I stopped you today.